Indira. Whenever I heard this name, I remember a life of courage, intelligent, and gutsy woman. Yes, this vlog is all about Indira Gandhi, the first and the only female Prime Minister of India. She served as Prime Minister from 1966 to 1977 for 10 years and again elected in 1980 until her assassination in October 1984. She served India almost for 15 years. Indira Gandhi Memorial is a residence of the Indira Gandhi where she lived with her family during her premiership and where she was assassinated. A visit to this museum will give a brief insight into the life of the greatest leader and Iron Lady of India. After the assassination of Indira Gandhi on 31st October 84, this house got converted into memorial on her memory. This museum in Delhi manifests the simple lifestyle of Indira Gandhi. The museum is entirely secured with a walled glass through which one can get a sight of Indira Gandhi's living area, dining area and selected rooms of the house as it is without any changes. On display, there are many fascinating relics and artifacts related to Indira Gandhi. Among those, a sari worn by her during assassination is a main attraction of the museum. Also, the memorial has a well-preserved crystal path which exhibits the brown blood spot of Indira Gandhi. Indira Gandhi was born to Jawaharlal Nehru and Kamala Nehru in a Kashmiri Pandit family on 19th November 1917. She studied at Visvabharati in Shantiniketan that was established by Pandit Ravindranath Tagore. It was during her interview with him Ravindranath Tagore named her Priyadarshini. From then her name was Indira Priyadarshini. Indira Priyadarshini married Firoz Gandhi, a Parsi Zoroastrian, when she was 25, and she was elected as President of Indian National Congress in 1959. Upon her father's death in 1964, she was appointed as Minister of Information and Broadcasting in Cabinet. As the Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi was known for her political intelligence and centralization of power. She went to war with Pakistan in support of the independence movement and War of Independence in East Pakistan that resulted into an Indian victory and the creation of Bangladesh, increasing India's influence. And also she is remembered for her ability to effectively implement and execute several economic plans that provided minimum needs of the community through rural work program and the removal of the poverty. She nationalized the banks that results into significant growth of the economy. This nationalization drive not only helped to increase the household savings but it also provided considerable investments in SMEs, that is, small and medium sized enterprises, and in agriculture. Next to that, Indira Gandhi proceeded to nationalize the coal, steel, copper, refining, cotton textiles, and also insurance industries. Most of this was done to protect employment and the interest of organized labor. The remaining private sector's industries were placed under strict regulatory control. The principle of equal pay for equal work for both men and women was enshrined in the Indian Constitution under Indira Gandhi administration. Also, under the 1950 Constitution of India, Hindi was to have become the official language by 1965. This was unacceptable to many non-Hindi speaking states, especially the South Indian states, which wanted to continue the usage of English in government. So in 1967, Indira Gandhi introduced a constitutional amendment that guaranteed the usage of both English and Hindi as official languages. So like that, Indira Gandhi put herself forward as a leader with a pan-Indian vision. The Green Revolution in India that led to high productivity of the crops was one of the most important initiatives of Indira Gandhi's radical program. Under her administration, the Congress Party led a 20-point program to promote educational, employment, and economic interest of the weaker sections of the society. Garibi Hatao was proposed anti-poverty programs that were designed to reach out directly to the poor and marginalized. Indira Gandhi contributed and carried out the vision of Jawaharlal Nehru, former Prime Minister of India, to develop its nuclear program. She authorized the development of nuclear weapons in 1967 to establish India's stability and security interest independent from other countries. Under her supervision, India had the ability to test its first nuclear weapon. From childhood days, her marriage ceremony, and the time that she spent with her father in her office, the birth of her sons Raju and Sanjay Gandhi, and the moment she was sworn as the First Lady Prime Minister of India, Rajiv Gandhi's marriage, and the days she spent with her grandchildren, and the last days of her life in the office, and the various events in the form of photograph are exhibited on a sequential pattern that represents the journey of her life. She always believes in clear vision, hard work, iron will, and strict discipline. The museum also houses the personal belongings of her eldest son Rajiv Gandhi that include the almost burnt clothes and shoes worn by him during his assassination in 1991. A part of the wall also includes pictures that were taken by Rajiv Gandhi as he was very much passionate for the art of photography. Outside the museum, in the green lawns, one can listen to the speeches of Indira Gandhi through the hidden microphones placed behind the bushes and shrubs that she delivered as a Prime Minister of India. On the day of her assassination morning at 9:30, Indira Gandhi was ready for a television interview with the British actor and television presenter Peter for Irish television. In the evening, she was to host a dinner with Princess Anne of Britain and Queen Elizabeth II, who was visiting India. In a pale orange saree with black sandals and carrying a red cloth bag, Indira walked out of her house at road number 1, Safdarjung Road, towards her office next door at Akbar Road. Peter was waiting over there to conduct the television interview. As she walked across the lawn, she saw a server carrying a tea set which was to be placed in front of Peter and Indira Gandhi during the interview. She told him this was not the right one and instructed him to bring out another tea set. Then she walked on a small cemented path of around 20 meters, surrounded by neem and oak trees, towards the gate separating her house and her office. She folded her hands, saying Namaste to the guards stationed over there. The guard Bisan Singh fired 3 rounds into her abdomen, and Satwan Singh then fired 30 rounds from his 10 gun into her after she had fallen to the ground. In revenge of military action in the Golden Temple in Operation Blue Star, ordered by Indira Gandhi, her own bodyguards, they assassinated her. After the shooting, both threw their weapons down and Bisan Singh said, "I have done what I had to do. You do what you want to do." In the next 6 minutes, Tarsem Singh and Ram Saran, soldiers in the Indo-Tibetan border police, they captured and killed Bisan Singh in a separate room because he tried to pull a gun on the officers in the room. Within seconds, Sonia Gandhi had come running out of the Safdarjung Road house on hearing the gunshots. Dr. Ofe, doctor on duty who was posted to the Prime Minister house, arrived and rushed her to the AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences. After post-mortem around 2:20 p.m., she was declared dead. 23 bullets had passed through her body while 7 were trapped inside. Both Satwan Singh and another suspect, Kehar Singh, were sentenced to death and hanged in Delhi's Tihar jail in January 1989. On 4th November, she was cremated at Shakti Sthal near Rajghat. I got goosebumps when I read the words on the spot where she was assassinated. Those were penned by Indira Gandhi on a notepad when she was alive. "If I die a violent death, as some fear, and if you are plotting, I know the violence will be in the thought and action of the assassin, not in my dying. For no hate is dark enough to overshadow the extent of my love for my people and my country. No force is strong enough to divert me from my purpose and my endeavor to take this country forward." Indira Gandhi's death was mourned worldwide. Her funeral was televised live on domestic and international stations, including the BBC. I have a great memory from my childhood, and I was 2.5 years when Indira Gandhi was assassinated. So at that time, people were screaming and they were crying on the road, saying that the Prime Minister of the country was assassinated by some sick people. I still remember that crowd crying and screaming on the roads. Indira Gandhi's assassination dramatically changed the political landscape. Rajiv Gandhi succeeded his mother as Prime Minister within hours of his mother's death. Rajiv Gandhi himself was assassinated by a suicide bomber of LTTE on 21st of May of 1991. In 1999, Indira Gandhi was named as Woman of the Millennium in an online poll organized by the BBC. After her death, Government of India has named many schemes on her name like Indira Awas Yojana, a scheme to provide housing to the below poverty line in rural India. Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension, Indira Kisan Vikas Patra, Indira Gandhi Garib Kalyan Yojana, and named Delhi International Airport as Indira Gandhi International Airport, my most favorite airport in India. And I am proud to say that I am a girl child born in an era when a woman Prime Minister was ruling India. I have a huge respect on this wonderful woman who is inspiring me every day even after her death.